Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 28th of October. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director at Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have Credit Corp, Moneyme, Telstra, Harvest Technology Group and Firefinch. So if you have a request, please send it through. Make sure you've signed up to the free newsletter, but if you'd like our better ideas, you need to be getting the Dynamic Investor Report that comes out each Tuesday. But if you do enjoy these videos, we'd love you to share them on social media or even leave us a review. Our main business is in portfolio management, so if you'd like to have a share trading account with me and have me help you personally with that, then please let me know. And all the advice here, of course, is general only. So looking at Credit Corp, so a nice run up until the early part of this year, and then it fell away in April, but since that low in March, it's been trading pretty well. We've got a couple of higher highs, higher lows, especially in the last few weeks. It's really started to move up pretty strongly. Naturally, the previous high was near $34, so naturally it's found a bit of resistance there. That's pretty normal. So look, I think it'll just, ideally it consolidates here between sort of $32 to $34. If it can just use up a bit of time consolidating under that high, then that would be a positive. I mean, we don't want to see a sharp decline here, but I think sideways movement here over the next several days or so would be a good sign, and that would set it up for a breakthrough $34. Okay, Moneyme. So we've got this big sideways action here, and then it sort of broke higher in June, rallied, and started to consolidate. So, I mean, it's good to see that all of this is sitting on top of this high from mid-2020. So that's a positive. It's just very messy at the moment, so very volatile. I couldn't be buying it here within this big range. I mean, if you're looking for an entry point, I mean, we can look at this trend line and wait for a break of that, but that's still a bit risky, because clearly if it breaks the trend line, you're going to get resistance here and resistance there. Ideally, I'd like to see it go to a new high. So basically breaking to a new high, in my opinion, would be the better buying opportunity. Okay, Telstra, so it's managed to trend higher since the end of last year. Just looking a little bit closer though, we've potentially got this double top here. So it peaked here in August, came back sharply, tried to rally and get back above $4, but rejected, and it's falling away again. There's a nice bounce here off support. So if we look at sort of the highs and lows, we can say that it's come back to this prior low and bounced off it, which is good, but we really need to see what it does near $4. So, if it fails to get through that level again, that would be a negative. If we move out to the weekly chart, we can see that that was the peak there in 2019. So $4 is a major level. We're fairly close to it. If it was me looking for a buying opportunity, I'd like to see it clear $4 and hold it. Otherwise, as I said, if it keeps rejecting near $4, that'd be a negative, and then we should expect lower levels. Okay, HTG. So let's just get to a daily chart. So it hasn't really made much progress in the last year. I mean, most recently it had this nice run up through September, October, but price action is looking a bit negative here, especially the last few days. We could see it sort of closing on its lows, and there's been a little bit of a pickup in volume as well. So look, I think there'll be some support here at $32. If that doesn't hold, then there's obvious support as well at 32 cents. Otherwise, clearly at 30 cents. So it's really too early to say if it's going to stop at any of these levels. So it's just one to keep an eye on. Who knows how far it can keep falling, because I think the risk is still to the downside and then wait for some sort of reversal off major support before buying. Okay, finally FFX. So look, we've still got an uptrend here. We've still got the higher highs, higher lows. Although pretty poor price action here mid-September would have been a potential sort of sell signal where you've had sort of 3 attempts here to get through 70 cents and failed, and then it gapped down here. So that would have been the potential sell signal. It's come back to support and trying to move higher, but then again last week we could see it sort of got close to 70 cents and was sold down, and it's sort of drifting back. So look, bit of a concern it can't get through that 70 cent level. If it was me, I'd wait to see that it can get through that first if I was looking for a buying opportunity. At the moment, I think the risk is still to the downside. All right, well, that's all for this week. If you have a request, send it through.